Hey there, fellow sawdust enthusiasts and weekend wood warriors. Welcome back to the channel. If you consider yourself a disciple of the craft, someone who appreciates the honest beauty of a well-placed dovetail joint or the satisfying glide of a hand plane, then you've come to the right place. Today we're diving deep into a tool that's small in stature but mighty in its impact, the humble nail punch. Now I know what you're thinking, Nick, a whole video about a nail punch? Isn't that a bit niche? And to that I say, hogwash! A true craftsman respects every tool in the workshop, from the mightiest table saw to the smallest nail set, because it's often those seemingly insignificant tools, the ones we overlook or take for granted, that can make the biggest difference between a project that's merely good and one that's truly exceptional. So, whether you're a seasoned wood whisperer or just starting out on your woodworking journey, I invite you to grab a cup of your favorite sawdust-infused beverage, settle in, and prepare to have your mind blown wide open by the unassuming brilliance of the nail punch. We'll explore what it is, why it's essential for achieving professional-level results, and how to use it like a true artisan. By the end of this video, you'll wonder how you ever lived without one. Now let's talk about the first and most obvious reason to embrace the nail punch: achieving that flawless, baby-bottom smooth surface finish that separates the amateur hour projects from the heirloom quality masterpieces. We've all been there, right? You spend hours meticulously sanding your project, getting every inch perfectly smooth, only to have those pesky nail heads sticking out like sore thumbs, ruining the whole aesthetic. It's enough to make a grown woodworker weep into their bandsaw. But fear not, my friends, for the nail punch is here to rescue your sanity and your furniture. With a few precise taps of a hammer, this little wonder tool allows you to countersink those nail heads just below the surface of the wood, creating a perfectly smooth canvas for your finishing touches. Once those nail heads are recessed, you can fill the tiny holes with a bit of wood filler, sand it smooth, and voila! It's like those nails never existed. Your project will have that seamless, professional look that'll make your neighbors green with envy. This technique is especially crucial when you're working on fine furniture, cabinetry, or any other project where a pristine finish is non-negotiable. I'm talking about those pieces that'll be passed down through generations, the kind that'll have your great-great-grandchildren saying, "Dang, great-great-grandpappy, your name really knew how to swing a hammer and a nail punch." Now let's talk about another common woodworking woe: splitting wood. There's nothing quite as disheartening as seeing a perfectly good piece of lumber crack under the pressure of a misplaced hammer blow. It's like watching your hopes and dreams splinter right before your eyes. But fear not, my splintery friends, because the nail punch is here to save the day and your precious lumber, once again. You see, when you hammer a nail directly, the force of the blow is concentrated on a very small area, the nail head. This concentrated force can cause the wood fibers to separate, resulting in those unsightly splits that make you question your life choices. But when you use a nail punch, you're essentially spreading that force out over a larger area. The punch helps to guide the nail straight down into the wood, minimizing the lateral pressure that leads to splitting. Think of it like this: hammering a nail directly is like trying to drive a wedge into a log. It's going to split every time. But using a nail punch is like drilling a pilot hole before you screw in a screw. It creates a pathway for the nail to follow, reducing the stress on the surrounding wood. This is especially important when you're working with delicate hardwoods, thin pieces of wood, or intricate trim work. These materials are more prone to splitting, so using a nail punch is less of a suggestion and more of a commandment, handed down from the woodworking gods themselves. Now let's be honest, folks, sometimes those metal nail heads, no matter how well hammered, can be downright unsightly. They stick out like a sore thumb, disrupting the clean lines and natural beauty of your woodworking masterpiece. It's like wearing a finely tailored suit with mismatched socks, a travesty of epic proportions. But fret not, my aesthetically minded friends, because the nail punch is here to help you achieve that elusive, invisible joinery look that'll have onlookers scratching their heads and asking, how in tarnation did they put that together? By countersinking the nail heads below the surface, the nail punch allows you to conceal those metal blemishes with ease. A dab of wood filler, a bit of sanding, and poof! Those nails disappear like a magician's rabbit, leaving behind a seamless surface that's just begging to be caressed. This technique is particularly useful when you're working on projects where visible nails would be a cardinal sin against good taste. I'm talking about sleek modern furniture, elegant paneling, or those minimalist floating shelves that are all the rage these days. Now we're moving beyond aesthetics and into the realm of structural integrity, because in the world of woodworking, looks aren't everything. You can have the most beautiful piece of furniture in the world, but if it collapses under the weight of a well-fed raccoon, well, that's just embarrassing. Luckily for us, the nail punch isn't just about pretty faces, it's also about building furniture that's as strong as an ox, or at least as strong as a well-built bookshelf should be. You see, when you countersink a nail with a punch, you're essentially allowing the nail to bite deeper into the wood. This increased depth creates a stronger, more secure hold, which translates to a joint that can withstand the rigors of time, gravity, and the occasional clumsy house cat. Think of it like this. A nail that's flush with the surface is like a handshake. It's polite, but not exactly the most secure grip. But a nail that's been countersunk and set properly? That's a bear hug, my friend. A bond that's not easily broken. This is especially crucial when you're building furniture that needs to support weight, like chairs, tables, or those towering bookshelves dedicated to your collection of vintage woodworking manuals. Now let's talk about something near and dear to every woodworker's heart: protecting our precious lumber from unnecessary harm. We spend hours, days, sometimes even weeks meticulously selecting, cutting, and shaping our wood, coaxing it into its final form with the care and precision of a sculptor. The last thing we want is to mar that pristine surface with errant hammer blows or unsightly dents. And that, my friends, is where the trusty nail punch once again proves its worth as an indispensable tool in our woodworking arsenal. By providing a precise point of contact for the hammer, the nail punch helps to prevent those accidental mishaps that can turn a moment of triumph into a symphony of curse words. No more glancing blows that leave unsightly craters in your otherwise flawless surface. No more muttered apologies to the woodworking gods as you try to sand out that rogue hammer mark. The nail punch allows you to work with confidence, knowing that you're protecting your wood from harm, while also achieving a level of precision that would make a Swiss watchmaker proud. It's a win-win situation, folks, and in the world of woodworking, those are few and far between. And there you have it, my fellow sawdust aficionados, the essential reasons why a nail punch should be a staple in every self-respecting woodworker's toolbox. It's a small tool, yes, but as we've learned today, it packs a mighty punch when it comes to achieving professional-level results. From creating flawless surface finishes to preventing wood splitting and enhancing the strength of your joints, the nail punch is a true workhorse, always ready to elevate your woodworking game. So, the next time you reach for your hammer, remember the humble nail punch. Embrace its simplicity, appreciate its versatility, and marvel at its ability to transform your projects from good to great.